just get started. This is the part where you reinvent yourself. It's time to get tested, to test your will, your endurance. It's time to test your heart, to test your living. It's about no days off, no weekends, no holidays, no birthdays. Listen to me, no days off. It's about gaining the competitive edge. You can't afford to make excuses. No excuses when you feel pain and trust. Feel it. And all you want to do is give up. And all you want to do is give in. When you feel like you've given all you got, you got to take one more step. You got to run one more lap. You got to throw one more punch until you reach the top. Your beginning, but this doesn't have to be your end.
Get off the ground.
You can't do nothing without faith. You are still special. Is it beyond our reach?
I'm not afraid. I'm angry.
You can't get in!
Behind every fear is a person you want to be. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it. You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not taking the freedom. You're not running the day. Day's running you. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up?
You don't owe these people anymore. You've given them everything.
Not everything. Not yet. See now what I have to become to stop men like him. If you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an ideal, if they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely. Legend.
You go after it, you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena?
That's called courage. Now that's the stuff leaders should be made of.
Think something's wrong, maybe it's time to stop. No, it's time to move free and further. Mentally, you must believe it before you physically start.
I choose to rise, not fall. I choose to live, not die. The day will be that day. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, right here. Belief will change my world. History will remember me. I will define myself. I will never go out. Not knowing I've given everything I got. But who am I? I am the champion. I choose to fight back.
I'm coming.
All you need now is a little imagination. And your imagination, guys, whether you don't believe it or not, is a preview of where life's coming attractions. You can't imagine what it's going to be. Don't ever expect physically looking at me to see it.
I will not fall into despair. Dedication. Hard work. I said to myself, dedication. I will never go back to this again. I will never be treated like that again. I will never go through what I went through again. And that pain pushed me to write a bestseller. Dedication.
All these supposed tos that the world tells us is all over this dragon. Here comes this dragon, thou shalt, thou shalt. And you're carrying this burden that the world has laid upon you. And it is your responsibility as a maturing individual to slay that dragon. You either bow down and you continue to live your life as a beast of burden, or you slay that dragon. And by slaying that dragon, you become a lion. And that lion's name and his attitude is I will and no.
I think that among the things that prevent us from acting is the fear of failure. And if you've already failed, you don't want to fail again. The pain of that, the disappointment. Many of us don't act because we want other people's approval. We want everybody to like us and to accept us. We're settling for less than what we actually deserve. We don't feel good about it, but we make it work in our minds. We'll come up with some kind of excuse to make it all right. Most people like to feel like they're king in the area of their comfort zone. They only want to do those things that they know how to do well. So there are many reasons why we don't act. There are other things, though, that affect us. Is that not wanting to take personal responsibility. We want somebody else to do it, and that's not possible. And when you go through life like that, something in you dies. You need to start asking yourself some questions. What do I really, really, truly want? Don't wait around for things to be just right. Don't wait for things to be perfect. Don't wait for the ideal situation. It will never be ideal.
The day, this opportunity you have, it might not be here next year. It might not be here the year after next. It might not be here the year after that. This is the only moment you got.
And what you will find, that when you decide to act, when you decide to take life on, and let me warn you, it can be painful, it will be uncomfortable, and that's where the growth is. Never be satisfied with yourself. Always know that as you invest the effort and time on you, that's the greatest ability that human beings have above animals. See, a dog can't be anything but a dog. Tree can't be anything but a tree. Human being, you've got unlimited potential. You can put effort on you, and by concentrating on you and developing you, you can transform your life wherever you are right now. Many people will leave the universe without a trace. No one will know they were here. What will you leave? What will be different because you came this way? Listen to that still small voice within you. Don't try and make everything logical. There's some things about life that defies logic. See, there's some good out there for you in the universe that has your name on it. And nobody can get your good. It has your name on it. They can't take your stuff. It's your stuff. So when you know that whatever you're seeking, it's also seeking you. You don't worry. You don't run scared. You don't think somebody's going to take it from you. You've got to say, yes. Yes to my dreams. Yes to me. Yes. I can make it. Yes, I can. You don't need anybody to approve your dream. It was given to you. If they can't see it, it's because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. You're going to get thrown to the ground again and again and again. But when you have determination, and you know that what you're doing is right, it gives you your life, it gives a special meaning and power to you. I refuse to be denied. And I'm going to go all out. I'm going to be relentless. I don't care how many no's I encounter. Doesn't matter how many failures I've made. Doesn't matter how many mistakes I've endured. Doesn't matter about my defeats. Doesn't matter about what I've done. Yes, 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 I can. If you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, it's really not easy as some people will make us feel. That living your dream, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. That living alone is just very difficult. And once we begin to come to grips with the fact that living is difficult, you will never ever have a problem-free moment in life. If it ain't one thing, it's another. If it ain't one thing, it's 12 others. I mean, there's always something. You'll get scared sometimes. Your mind will go blank on you. Some people you will allow to unnerve you. And you wonder, what's wrong with me? I'm not crazy. That's why you...
Yeah, I see. Get me all the way up. Yeah. I'm about to take off on it. Codeine dream. And I'm codeine dream. Yeah, I see. Get me all the way up. Yeah. Yeah.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play.
Yeah. I'm about to take off on it. Codeine dream. And I'm codeine dream.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm moonwalking, but my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking moon rock, shorter, and I feel the ceiling. I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm moonwalking, but my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking moon rock, shorter, and I feel the ceiling. I'm in Uranus right now, I think I seen a demon. I thought I left you back there in the cell, or am I dreaming? Say I ain't dealing with your dog, I'm going a different way. I broke up with my red bone, I went the Milky Way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They set up the screen to Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage.
I took off on you busters, left you right on planet Earth. I feel like Jimmy Neutron, how I blast off on the first. I know my son gon' like this song, so I ain't finna curse. No, he gon' wanna explore the world, so I'ma show him first. Say we distinguished beings, baby, me and you the first. I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm moonwalking, but my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking moon rock, shorter, and I feel the ceiling. I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm moonwalking, but my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking moon rock, shorter, and I feel the ceiling. take off on you peons and go back to Mars. About to leave these peons like the Jackson 4. Tried to moonwalk on the moon and had to wax the floors. Tried to put me in the box and then I crashed the Porsche. By the way, go V&V, I chain go back and forth. Yeah, got a driver, not the Fiat, she be back and forth. Yeah, about to put myself together, take it back apart. Yeah, got the codeine on my breath, it smell like caviar. Yeah, codeine dreaming, it come true too. That's my spaceship. My Milky Way got pregnant. She said it's for you who FaceTime Kodak with my nunu. I love you cause he knew you. I'm wet dreaming by activists. Two new cups feel like new boobs. Don't you? I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And got his man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd-and-1. He finds his man, Baldwin. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
About to take off on you peons and go back to Mars. About to leave these peons
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Tried to moonwalk on the moon and had
This
to
will be
wax
caught
the floors.
inside the
Tried to
10.
put me in the
That
box
one
and
good
then I
for
crashed
10
the
yards.
Porsche.
And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they have worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him, and this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And Quan Bolden, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. That one intended for Antoine Bolden. And it's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's brought in by Bolden. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Green Lamborghini, your tortoise. No human being, I'm immortal. Protect the AP for the water. 100K I spend on my senora. My pinky on Mars.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
488 hit the gears. Suicide, don't Britney Spears. I'm bougie, so bitch, don't get near. Angel make them disappear.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the line. They'll look to throw under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. Fourth and goal. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Cook that shit up, Quay. Baby. Go back. That is my dog.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And now they're in the hurry up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter, Donnie Jones, to kick it away. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That is my dog. That is my dog, show. That is my dog. That is my dog, show. That is my dog. Me and my dog.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
She not coming home no more. I put your horn to strain for real. She come back like yo-yo. We hit them 3 in a row. Ice on the neck, 2 froze. That my dog for sure. My dog be strapped to a pole. No internet dog, no. No tweets in the street. Nigga can't be beat. So I iced the Philippe. That's my dog for sure. That's my dog. That's my dog for sure. That's my dog. Me and my dog. We hit them 2 in a row. Me and my dog. We hit them 2 in a row. Then she keep on calling. She said she ready to pull up. As soon as I get there, I'ma put her on the full nails. I'm on my way, I'm going fast. I'm coming home to get you. I'm on my way, I'm going fast. I'm coming home to get you.
As soon as a nigga walk through the door, put her ass in a figure 4, bust a nut, then pull the 4. Pull off, made a serve at the stove. Niggas throwing shots trying to get to me. I ain't really in the Twitter beef. I'ma catch up with you in the street. I'm trying to run on my M's for real. I'm trying to run on my M's. It ain't no talking, ain't no debate. Bust on them soon as I see it. I did a show and turned up that bitch with a pocket rocket in my team. Haters on, ain't seen. Cash money like I'm slim. Get your weight up like the gym. Shouted cuddly hitting up the phone. Sending texts talking about I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm on my way, but I can't.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
Off the top these days, like we got I don't even know what pad is these days, you know. Yeah. Fuck that hoe, cause she a nat. You ain't the one for me, baby. You ain't got shit I need, bitch. You want me to take my time with you, or maybe I'm not your speed, bitch. Maybe I'm not your lead, bitch. You ain't even got no cheese, bitch. Maybe I'm just too cheap for you. Maybe I'm just too screed, bitch. I can eat rolling peas. Why? Everybody notice me, yeah. I can even go to sleep. Why? I'm rolling on the beat, yeah. They tried to give me 8, got on my knee like Jesus, please. You don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus, please? If you wanna leave, just leave. But you ain't gotta lie to me. Even the blind can see, but you ain't gon' ride for me. You ain't even showing me the love you say you got for me. There ain't no loyalty, you lied to me. You say that you gon' ride for me. Baby, that's bad for me, yeah. Baby, you're bad.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
You want me to take my time with you, or maybe I'm not your speed, bitch. Maybe I'm not your lead, bitch. You ain't even got no cheese, bitch. Maybe I'm just too cheap for you. Maybe I'm just too screed, bitch. I can eat rolling peas. Why? Everybody notice me, yeah. I can even go to sleep. Why? I'm rolling on the beat. They tried to give me 8, got on my knee like Jesus, please. You don't even believe in Jesus.
Now a play fake here on first down.
If you wanna leave, just leave.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. Room here to run. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Time running out here on the play clock. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
You can do anything you want without
limitation.
Whatever it is that you decide
and his throw is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You're going to have to be prepared to break yourself in half.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Than anyone has ever asked you to push yourself before. You're going to go way beyond your breaking point. You're going to run until you vomit. You're going to study until you fall asleep.
Able to finally get him for a loss of 16.
And then you're going to push some fucking more. And when you hit the limit,
now
you're
this
going to push again beyond that. You're going to force yourself to an adaptation
perilously
response.
Close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. So if you don't put the work in today,
take it a couple yards shy of midfield.
The unending, back-breaking work of developing yourself into
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10.
Right now is that somebody out there is outworking you. Somebody right now.
They come up in an offset eye, and they'll run it here.
Somebody right now is doing the
a
work.
Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 319.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
You've got to develop your skill
Try to
set.
turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And offer the physicality and sets the tempo for the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll set up a throw.
Bunt test.
This will be caught at the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Got all the way to the motherfucking Super Bowl and lost it.
That's a choice. I think you can all agree that too many people.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Allen's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
With our thoughts and our level of self-belief.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken at the 46.
You have a clear picture in your head of something is going to happen. A clear belief in that it will.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
And you have the courage enough to speak it. It will happen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
When you start your day, you must own your
He'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their big-bodied receiver from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Life doesn't really happen to you. Life really happens.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And Green with a catch left side. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Don't wait until next year or next week to have that.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw here.
Everybody can have it. My encouragement is never say negative things about yourself. Most of us will never go up to another person, at least to their face, and criticize.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
I am so unattractive. I am so undisciplined. That is cursing your future. Do yourself a favor and zip that up. We have enough in life against us already. Don't be against yourself. So, be a person of good, positive thinking. Be a person of good, positive action. And suddenly one day you'll wake up and you're like, I just feel amazing. I feel extraordinary. I feel positive. That's what it feels like to live charged life. You're still here. And you get another chance. This day. To do better and be better. Another chance to become more of who you were created.
See that shit, man? See that shit? That's grind, hard work. They had no coins yesterday.
If you'll stay in faith and just go out each day, be your best with a smile on your face, happy where you are, then you are passing the test.
I really believe that how you start the day is how you end the day. And when you start the day the right way, in a powerful, empowering way, it's going to totally transform everything that you do and experience throughout your day and throughout your life. And at the same time, if you start off the day the wrong way, if you start off the day like most people do, which is pissed off and angry and stressed out and worried. And
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game. And speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
Let's play.
Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's play. I just gotta listen to my motivation speeches.
Now Dysert. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. The defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off, sometimes you're just rounding it, sometimes there's a fake, sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their big tight end. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Hopefully you get a game. You know me. I'm just zoning. I don't play football.
Let's go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now the long-time NFL punter, Donnie Jones, on to kick it away.
Challenges and the fact that you might start, you might have to live like a student. You might have to go through a lot of down times. But if you're willing to fight through those via your effort,
this will be fielded at the 17. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Ever noticed how hard it is to just get started? How hard it is to get to the gym? How hard it is to get out of
They'll
bed?
come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look
and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
Everybody works hard to get somewhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Completed pass, but the price you pay at the quarterback position, sometimes you have to take a lick.
Yeah, he took it on that one, and he paid the price, and happily, because he was able to complete it downfield. Excellent toughness in the pocket.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. David Emerson able to bring him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And now out come the Jags. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. Care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. didn't get it again on another pass, went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
Now Dysart, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Starting is the hardest part. For people that worry.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw, and that's complete to the right side. It's Aller. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. They'll run it here with Smith. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Allen has it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone?
But you can control how it will be used.
Your life comes down to your decisions.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you really...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Haoli Kikaha in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now Dicer. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Discipline is eating the right foods to fuel your system. It's about disciplining your emotions.
With the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That you know will help you.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Jags are going to have a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Certain types of thinking and perceptions that change the way you see yourself.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You have to keep yourself focused on
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, power ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
You have to control the situation. Don't let
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
If you don't like who you are, you got to change what you think you should be. What you think is more important than what you do. And so if you want to change, you got to work on this attitude bit.
When you take on a massive change,
2nd and goal from the 7. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Being overweight, or maybe running your
A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Between who you are right now and the future person you want to be.
So you need to foster the belief.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down.
That moment.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One receiver left, three to the right. On first down, it's Simeon. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here's Simeon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Simeon now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Shift together here from the D-line. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys?
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's Brett Kern now. in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Simeon. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Simeon. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's listen to that dedication shit squad. What they do.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. And a cut to the left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll drop to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Lampert. Zebra. Rush in.
The play clock's running down. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ray Nitschke coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on second down is Stafford. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Play clock winding down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Alan Branch able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Here's Ajayi. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He gets it to Brown, complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but...
I remember I wanted for the quit so many times, but I knew this moment would come. It's my time. I gotta make up all them nights that my mama cried. I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line.
Position here.
With the #1 record breakers. Era.
All them nights that my mama cried. I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line. Dropped out of school to chase my dream, I had something for the proof. I put my all into this shit, man, I can't fucking lose. They smile up in my face, but they don't know what I'ma do. Whole lot of nights I went to sleep and I ain't had no food. But now I'm up and I'm just thinking about my next move. Gotta keep my head above water, gotta make it do. I do this shit for my mom and my little brother too. Ain't no more problems now, might as well go take a school. Gotta maintain stay on my grind, no I can't be no fool. No I can't step, no I can't bum, I gotta stick and move. Yeah, I'll be all moved to LA, well I ain't gotta keep it cool. Surprise, but I knew my dreams from way in. Didn't stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Didn't stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Yeah, now that I made it, ain't nothing the same, it all changed. When I'm in public, people see me, they screaming my name. Just a few days ago, I was locked up in them chains. Now I'm in back of the Maybach with a lot of fans. I ain't worried about them dissing, I don't hear a thing they saying. This for my sons and more time, I can't forget your band. I never jeopardize this and lose it all again. This for that number, they baby, they know I ain't playing. From the heart, I appreciate all of my fans. This for my niggas for loving me and been my hero for hand. I really did it, this for mom's free tree and Aaron. Can't nobody tell me nothing, I'm like, what's when? Didn't stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Didn't stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Yeah.
Securing the catch. He was saying about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Second and 10, Stafford again. The pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is shot.
I remember I wanted for the quit so many times, but I knew this moment would come. It's my time. I gotta make up all them nights that my mama cried. I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line.
#1 record breakers.
It's a big play for the Dolphins here in third down. 44 yards.
They just treated 31 as a simple opportunity to make it even bigger catch.
But I knew this moment would come. Now it's my time. I gotta make up all them nights that my mama cried. I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line. Dropped out of school to chase my dream, I had something for the proof. I put my all into this shit, man, I can't fucking lose. They smile up in my face, but they don't know what I've been doing. Whole lot of nights I went to sleep and I ain't had no food. Thinking about my next move. Gotta keep my head above water, gotta make it do. I do this shit for my mom and my little brother too. Ain't no more problems now, might as well go back to school. Gotta maintain stay on my grind, no I can't be no fool. No I can't step, no I can't bum, I gotta stick and move. Yeah, I'll be all moved to LA, well I ain't gotta keep it cool. Surprise, but I knew my dreams from way in. Didn't stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Didn't stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never changed on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When I'm touchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Yeah, now that I made it, ain't nothing the same, it all changed. When I'm in public, people see me, they screaming my name. Just a few days ago, I was locked up in them chains. Now I'm in back of the Maybach.
From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
I gotta make up for all them nights that my mama cried. I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line.
Nice for that number one record breakers.
Era.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the time quickly fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They smile up in my face, but they don't know what I've been doing. Whole lot of nights I went to sleep and I ain't had no food. But now I'm up and I'm just thinking about my next move. Gotta keep my head above water, gotta make it do. I do this shit for my mom and my little brother too. Ain't no more time now, I'm out of
pick of the game. Instead
gotta
of
make things stay on my grind. No, I can't be no fool. No, I can't flip, no, I can't bum. I gotta stick and move. Get out, be on, what's up? I ain't gotta keep it cool. Surprise, but I knew I drink from way and stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Nigga change on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my nigga. Untouchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Way and stay down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never change on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my nigga. Untouchable, come running money up with me, nigga. Yeah, now that I made it, ain't nothing the same, man, I'll change. When I'm in public, people see me, they screaming my name. Just a few days ago, I was locked up in the chain. Now I'm in bed, gonna make bag with a lot of fame. I ain't worried about them dissing, I don't hear a thing they saying. This for my sons, one time I can't forget it back. I never jeopardize this and lose it all again. This for the Notre Dame, baby, they know I ain't playing.
This is brought in at the 21.
I see that.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter, they were the onside kick. What'd you think?
Well, I think
I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm walking with my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking more rock, shorter than I feel the ceiling. I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm walking with my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking more rock, shorter than I feel the ceiling. I'm in Uranus right now, I think I seen a demon.
It's a touchdown.
In the cellar, am I dreaming? Say I ain't dealing with your dog going a different way. I broke up with my red bone, I went the Milky Way. I'm riding in the rain, feeling like I'm out of space. Stars on my sunroof, plenty of the apes. I couldn't wait till they released me right back on the turf. I took off on you busters, left you right on planet Earth. I feel like Jimmy Neutron, how I blast off on the verse. I know my son gon' like this song, so I ain't finna curse. No, he gon' wanna explore the world, so I'ma show him first. Say we distinguished beings, baby, me and you diverse. I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm moonwalking, but my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking moon rock, shorter than I feel the ceiling. I might take off on you peons and go way to Venus. I'm a star, so I put a neutron on my pinky. I'm moonwalking, but my Christian Louboutin bleeding. I'm smoking moon rock, shorter than I feel the ceiling.
Let me do all I got damn thinking and willpower for that one touchdown.
About to take off on you peons and go back to Mars. About to leave these peons beyond like the Jackson 4. Tried to moonwalk on the moon and had to wax the floors. Tried to put me in the box and then I crashed the Porsche. About to wake up in your VI, go back and forth. Yeah, got a driver, not the VI, she be back and forth. Yeah, about to put myself together, take it back apart. Yeah, got the codeine on my bread, it smell like caviar. Yeah, codeine dreaming in computer. That's my spaceship. I appreciate all of my fans. This for Monique for loving me and being my hero for hand. I really did it, this for mom's free trade. Can't nobody tell me nothing, I'm like, what's way? I stayed down till I came up with my nigga. Right or wrong, fair or right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never change on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my nigga. Untouchable, come running money up with me, nigga. I know I wanted for the crystal many times, but I knew this moment would come. It's my time.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now Brady, he'll dump it off to Pro-Size. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Pro-Size. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. C.J. Pro-Size, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And give them a gain of 37.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tom Brady with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. This is taken at the 18. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And break, the tight end's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He'll dump it off to Procise. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
be aware, a ball may come your way.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
I see that now.
They'll come out in the pistol. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly.
And he loses the football a second time. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Brady to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's Brady. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
I'm gonna eat some of my wings on the plane, right? And I'm gonna come back out and we're gonna give it to him so he can return for all of this. I just went all in there. I smelled the nigga bell, then I prayed about it. Free the solo, they accusing him for 3 bodies. I did my daughter skied it off.
Y'all rocking with me. If y'all rocking with me, this some shit I've been on. Shit. post on my page. I gotta stay aware. Y'all gotta stay aware. Shit that's going on. It's my time. On the line. I'm JFKing myself for the next generation. I'm putting everything on the line. Shit, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. It's my time. Everything on the line. Hey. Lose. I've been through. Ooh. I remember them bologna sandwiches. Hey. Play the other game. Might get back on that bitch. Friday. Right. Play now, nigga. Tired of playing this shit. Gotta get that one motherfucking card. Gotta get it goddamn. Gotta get Tyler Smith. Gotta get me a Tyler Smith. Gotta get me a Tyler Smith. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start my regular jazz playthrough too. But that nigga goddamn, what's the name? Oh, fuck. The Miles Jack card. I need a Miles Jack card too, man. Yeah.